Hello students, welcome to the effective learning session of Raval Convent School. Today we will study classification of industries. This is second part of chapter industry. In first part we had already studied about the factors that affects the location of an industry. Let's begin. After watching this video, student will able to classify different type of industry and they will able to name products of different type of industry. Classification of industries. Industries can be classified on different bases. They are on the basis of raw material, which include agro-based industry, mineral-based industry, marine-based industry and forest-based industries. And on the basis of size, it include large-scale industries, small-scale industries. On the basis of ownership, it include public sector industry, private sector industry, joint sector industries and cooperative sector industries. On the basis of raw material, as I told you, it includes four main industry: agro-based industry, forest-based industry, mineral-based industries and marine-based industries. Now, agro-based industries. Agro-based industries are those industries which depend on agriculture products as raw material. For example, cotton textile industries use cotton as raw material and then process them to make dresses. And some other examples are like uh, food processing industry, vegetable oil industry, sugar industries are some other examples of agro-based industries. Some facts of textile industry. The textile industry in India occupies a unique position in our economy, contributing nearly a third of the country's export earning. It is one of the oldest and most widespread industry in India. You know that Gujarat and Maharashtra states leads the country in cotton textile production. Mumbai and Ahmedabad are the most important centers. You know that Brazil is the largest producer of sugarcane. India is the second largest producer of sugarcane. Sucrose content of Indian sugar not high because canes are thin, hence tend to dry as transported to sugar mills which are far. Output of sugar industry, if you see, then in 1950 there were 138 sugar mills and then it increased to 493 in 1998, and total production also increased to 1.1 million tons to 15.5 million tons. Some facts of jute industry. The second most important textile industry in India mainly exists in West Bengal. Kolkata is one of the most important center of production. Andhra Pradesh other important producing state. Importance of textile industry. Premier industry of India, more than 2 crore of people, 40% of country's labor force directly or indirectly depend on this industry. India is the third largest cotton textile manufacturing country of the world after USA and UK. India is the third largest exporter of cotton textile after Japan and USA. Top agriculture companies in India are like Rallis, Excel, Insecticide, Bayer Crop Science. Now, what are forest-based industries? Industries which use products obtained from forest as their raw material are called forest-based industries. You can say, for example, like industries which manufacture paper, furniture, cardboard, resins and so on. You know that agro-based and forest-based industries can together be called vegetation-based industries. Mineral-based industries are primary industry that use mineral ore as their raw material. The product of these industries feed other industries. Iron made from iron ore is the product of mineral-based industry. This is used as raw material for manufacture of a number of other products such as heavy machineries, building materials and railway coaches. Marine-based industries. Marine-based industries use product from the sea and ocean as raw materials. Industries processing seafood or manufacturing fish oil are some examples. On the basis of size, there are three main industries: large scale industries, small scale industries and cottage industries. Large scale industries. Investment of capital is higher and the technology used is superior in large scale industries. Production of automobile and heavy machineries are large scale industries. Iron and steel industries, shipbuilding, aircraft building, all are the examples of large scale industries. Small scale industries use lesser amount of capital and technology as compared to large scale industry that produce large volume of products. For example, bakery products, manufacture of plastic goods, dairy products. What are cottage industries? Cottage, or you can say household industries, are a type of small scale industry where the products are manufactured by hand by the artist. Basket weaving, pottery, and other handicrafts are example of cottage industry. Now, classification of industries on the basis of ownership, which include first, private sector industries. Industries under the control of an individual or a company comes under the category of private sector industries. For example, Tata Iron and Steel Company, Reliance Industry, Bajaj, Dabur India Limited, all are the private sector industries. Now, what are public sector industries? They are owned and managed by central and state government or its agencies. For example, like you can say Natural Gas Corporation, SAIL, Hindustan Machine Tools are the public sector industries. Joint sector industries. Joint sector industries are owned and operated by the state and individuals or a group of individuals. Maruti Udyog Limited is an example of joint sector industry. Clear? Cooperative sector industries. Cooperative sector industries are owned and operated by the producer or suppliers of raw material, workers, or both. Some of the examples include Amul Milk, Cooperative Society in Gujarat, Sudha Dairy are some examples of cooperative sector industries. Contribution of industry to national economy. Share of manufacturing sector in India's GDP 17%. This is much lower in comparison to some East Asian economies where it is 25 to 35%. Since 2003, manufacturing is once again growing at the rate of 9 to 10% per annum. The National Manufacturing Competitiveness Council has been set up with this objective. Clear? In the end, I would like to say that the Industrial Revolution in the new century is, in essence, a scientific and technological revolution, and breaking through the cutting edge is a shortcut to the building of an economic giant. Thank you.